How's it going, guys? Joe here from Big Shark Gaming, and today we're going to be readdressing Minecraft Dungeons. I promised that I would give this game a re-review later on in gameplay, because I did score it pretty poorly early on, despite the fact saying that I love this game. That still stands true. I do love this game. I gave it a 6.5 last time I reviewed it, and I said that if something changes, I will re-review it and give it a better score. And something has changed. After struggling and getting to the point where I was almost ready to quit this game, I did some research and I found what my actual issue was. My issue was that I was focusing way too much on comfortability of using certain gear, and really sticking with that gear. Me and Jay are both avid gamers and people who would consider ourselves semi-pro. We kind of got blinded by the stereotypical RPG elements. You find a weapon you're used to, find a weapon that you like, you get used to it, and then you kind of refuse to let it go, and you don't really know how to grasp that. It's no longer, as good as it probably should be, and we were doing that. So we were going into these higher power level dungeons with this gear that we're like, we're comfortable with this gear, we could probably force our way through. And that's not the case, and you get punished for it in this game. I said in the last one how mob control and mob spawning was a big factor in why I didn't like this game and couldn't rate it higher. But focusing on actual raising your power level as opposed to like hardcore just leveling up and kind of just like hoping you get lucky, really helped fix that whole mobbing issue. As you see, we're going through high block halls. Jay's a little bit of a lower power level than I am here. I believe I was like 65 here, and he was in his 40s, so there was quite a discrepancy, and we were playing on my level to try to get him some more powerful gear, so we could get all caught up to speed, which is something that I'm going to bring up. So in this game, there's actually two different levels. There's your player level, which does really next to nothing besides give you an enchantment level. And then there's also your power level, which is based upon the average level of your gears. Yeah, I see I'm here, I'm 63. So the higher power level your gear is, the better gear you'll actually get from stuff like the blacksmith. Which, at first we were, oh man, the blacksmith is kind of arbitrary, so is the wandering trader. Because we just weren't getting good gear, because we were still using this low power level gear. It absolutely makes sense to go ahead and equip your highest power level gear right before you pull from the blacksmith. Whether you're going to wear that gear into combat or not, your highest power level gear that brings you your highest power level average should be the gear that you use to get new gear. This way it kind of balances out and it helps you move forward. Since I've done this, I have progressed a lot in this game, and this game has become a lot more fun. Now, I won't bore you with a video on how to get better in Minecraft Dungeons unless you guys really want it, but there is plenty of videos on the web already about that, and that's one of the reasons why I won't. But I've even spoken to Jay, and he's been playing the game a lot more as well. Today I actually played, and I was able to beat Obsidian Pinnacle on Adventure, which was something that I was really struggling to even grasp. How would I ever even get there? Because I was just playing the game in such a closed-minded way and playing it wrong. And it's not the game's fault that I was playing it wrong and I was playing it like a fool and only focusing on my comfortability and just trying to get lucky instead of actually forcing better drops, which you can absolutely do. And I was sitting there, I was like, how are these people getting all these drops all the time? It's because you could absolutely force them. Like I said, if you guys want a video on that, I'll make a video on that, but as of right now, I just don't think it's absolutely necessary. But we're going through high block halls here. I believe this was on 4 or 5 adventure, but I could definitely clear it on the hardest difficulty now. Not Apocalypse, because I just got to Apocalypse, but soon. And I have the know-how and the knowledge on how to get there. So I just wanted to readdress Minecraft Dungeons and give it a different score, because 6.5 is not necessarily fair to the game, being as I was struggling with the game and I hated gameplay mechanics because I was being too naive to actually sit down and understand how the game works. So I'm giving it an 8.5, which is a huge boost. That's 20% better. I actually really enjoy this game, and Jay has even gone as far as to say that since we have found this out and we have kind of gotten out of our old ways, It's completely relit a fire of this game, and it is a really fun game. It's a really good game for the price that you pay, which is either $19.99 or $29.99, depending if you get the Heroes Pass edition. This game is an absolute gem. I can't say it any other way. It's really fun to play. You get hooked on it. The dungeons are a little bit long, but at the same time, it kind of makes time go by, and next thing you know, Kelly hates it because we stream and we get into it and we end up streaming for 2-3 hours, and she's like, oh man, I'm so sick of this game already, I want to play something else, because it's not a game that she necessarily really cares for the look of. So I could see that. As someone watching, it might not be the most fun to watch, but grab a controller, play. Anybody can get caught up pretty easily, especially if you're a low power level and you go in with somebody who's a higher power level. You get higher power level gears, and all of a sudden you're right on par. But yeah, I want to just readdress it and give it an 8.5 out of 10. This game is actually pretty heavily, as you see, I took a suicide dive there and it worked. This game is actually going to pretty heavily be in my early candidacy for Game of the Year. But, you know, it's still early. It's July 1st as I'm recording this. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Minecraft Dungeons. If you want to see me kind of describe how to get better in terms of power level, I will. I have no problem doing that. But like I said, it's just a little arbitrary at this point. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like if you do. Get the bell on if you really loved it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel. We're aiming for 650 and 100,000 views. We're getting pretty close to both of those now. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.